What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Bubs, and this is Bubs 2 Cents. Today we're going to take a look at my top 10 inspired by dupe, Middle Eastern, whatever you would like to call them, my top 10 Middle Eastern fragrances that I believe are amazing and everybody should own. They're a fraction of the price of what they're inspired by, so they're going to be great for everyday casual wears and just in my opinion, an all around safe buy. But before we get started, please hit that little emblem down in the bottom right hand side of your screen to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and it's free for you to do. It would really mean a lot to me if you would go ahead and click that button for me. Not to mention, I will have two bonuses inside this video that are not listed on this table, but they are still some of the best out there. It might just not be the time to wear them, but we're going to find out. Let's take a look. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Bubs. Today we're going to unpack the top 10 list that I have of my dupe inspired by Middle Eastern fragrances. This list may help some people pick out the ones that they would like. This is a very affordable list for everybody in the casual fragrance person that just wants to smell good and wear something different that not everybody else is rocking, and that's perfectly fine. So at number 10, we're going to go with Arabia Prestige Nayal Oud. Fantastic fragrance. Don't find myself wearing it that much. It is to me, a special occasion type scent. And right now, I just don't have a need for it at the moment, but it's definitely one of my top scents. It has a decent amount dent in that bottle since I bought it. It's an amazing fragrance. All right, guys. So at number 9, we're going to go with French Avenue's Liquid Brune. Fantastic fragrance. I have smelled and had a sample of Altair, and it is very close. This is the closest thing to a one-to-one that I own. Smooth. It has that little bit of a medicinal hit that some people like, some people don't, which is why it's so low on mine. I'm not the biggest on that, but it is a fantastic fragrance. I do wear it. I will be wearing it when that weather starts to cool off a little bit. This will be something that I reach for. On to the next one. All right, guys. At number 8, where you're going to go with another French Avenue Spectre Ghost. I mean, just look at the bottle. The bottle is sick, and the scent is just as amazing. Nishane Annie for a fraction of the price. Amazing scent. I'm going to be wearing this a lot up in the coming months. I promise you that. But right now, it's not in really my top because it's not a daily wear. But it will be coming up. I will be doing a weekly rotation at some point, and we're going to go over each one of these and wear them for a week, and we're going to speak about what I wore what day, and we're going to go over that. But for right now, this is sitting in my number 8 spot, French Avenue's Spectre Ghost. All right, guys, in at number 7, we are going to go with Jean Lo Immortelle by Maison Alhambra. Great fragrance, citrus, ginger, smooth, mass appealing, and obviously it is duping. You can tell by the bottle, I'm sure. Louis Vuitton's L'Immensité. It did a decent job. It is pretty close. I would say it's about an 87, 89% close to the original. But this right here is a way more affordable way to be able to smell similar to that for a fraction, and I mean 10% of the price of Louis Vuitton. Again, fantastic fragrance. All right, guys, in at number 6, we are going to go with Armaf's Club de Nuit Untold. Obviously, this is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. It's been done a million times. I had Baccarat Rouge 540. I ended up running out of it, and I didn't feel like I wanted to spend that money again, even though I did like the scent. So I ended up picking this up because I went to one of the places in the mall that had this actually, a Perfume Mania, I believe it was, something along them lines. And I really thought that it was rather close, and did it to a point to where I can wear this and not have to be like, oh my gosh, does anybody tell that it's not exactly it? To the untrained nose, you'd never know. Projects, lasts forever, beast mode times 10. Fantastic fragrance, highly recommend it. If you're looking for a Baccarat Rouge 540 inspired by, Club de Nuit, Untold is the answer for a fraction of the price of Francis Kirknajon's Baccarat. You can have that same similar DNA that lasts you all day long. All right, guys. In at number 5, we are going to go with Afnan's Tarathi Blue. Kind of redundant to have this one on there, but this one's done even better, way better than Maison Alhambra's Immortelle. But this one's more of a Tigar type clone. Well, the other one's obviously a Louis Vuitton clone. This right here is going to last you 8 hours easily. Projects, fantastic, mass appealing, very pleasant, easy to wear, can wear it to any occasion, office safe, fantastic, citrus, ginger. I mean, done to the Middle Eastern perfection with its Middle Eastern flair inside of it. Fantastic fragrance, highly recommend it. Go out, get yourself Tarathi Blue. Guys, in at number 4, we are going with French Avenue's Aether. This right here smells, to my nose, 97%, 98% close to Greenlee. I've smelled Greenlee 100 times. Fantastic fragrance. Unfortunately, longevity wise, it's about a 5-6 hour fragrance. If you get that, after that is a skin scent. Does not project phenomenally, but Greenlee doesn't either. But this right here is fantastic. Easy reach, dumb reach on a daily basis. You can walk out the door and just be walking by it, grab it. 5 sprays on the neck, 2 on the wrist, roll out the door. You know, this is an easy reach. It is complimented. When people get close to you and smell it, they're going to love it. Promise you on that. All right, guys, as you can see, we have 2 fragrances sitting here, but we're on number 3. Bubs, what are you doing? Don't worry about it. You might not know that number 1, but you about to find out. It may still be on this table, but we're going to go over that right now. All right. At number 3 is Game of Spades Full House. Now, I'm going to say this. One of my most complimented fragrances I have ever worn. Get one every single time I wear it. This is actually my second bottle. Game of Spades Full House. Fresh, citrus, soapy, hint of tea. Fantastic. The only problem is you're going to have to put 50 million sprays on. I overspray this like crazy. It does not matter because it doesn't last forever and it's not obnoxious. It will project. It is smooth. It is clean. They will love it and so will you. Let's move on. All right, guys. In at number 2 is going to be Aurelia Prestige. Mad Al-Dahab. I might have butchered the name. This right here, oh my God. Get a compliment literally every time I wear it. Easy wear, smooth. I mean, they did this to perfection. To clone inspired by of Drunk Lovers. But to me, it is fantastic. I've never smelt the Drunk Lovers. Don't really care to because I have this. Fraction of the price of what they're charging for Drunk Lovers. So it really does not matter to me at all. I wouldn't give this up to go to that any day of the week. I will always own a bottle. I am going to be buying a backup bottle. So for me, that's the reason why this is my number 2. And let's find out what number 1 is. In at number 1. Do you think you can guess it? I don't know. Arabia Prestige Marwa. Fantastic. This right here, I would say safely 95% close to Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Fraction of the price. It is strictly a daily daily staple of mine. I wear this all the time. I put this on, I cake it on. It doesn't matter. It's cheap comparative to Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Love this scent. Goes with me for any occasion. Does not matter if I'm traveling and I'm worried about breaking a bottle of something. I take this. Don't care. If it breaks, my clothes smell like it. I ain't mad at that either. Be honest with you. Fantastic scent. It is definitely my top scent. I find myself reaching for this at least 3 days a week. So this right here is my number one clone dupe inspired by Middle Eastern, whatever you want to call it, Arabia Prestige Marwa. All right, guys, if you're still with me, like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And let me know what your favorite inspired by twist fragrance is. Leave it in the comments below. But like I said, we're going to go over 2 surprise picks that are going to be my tops for this upcoming winter. Let's go. At number 1 of those 2 is going to be Latifah's Camera. And I think the number 1 Angel Share inspired by, now these are 2 Angel Share inspired. But my number 1 out of these 2 is going to be Arabia Prestige Aris Intense. Fantastic fragrance. If you ever get a chance to put your nose on this, I highly recommend doing so, and you'll probably want to pick up one of these. I've had this for almost a year now. It was one of the first inspired buys I bought. I bought it last winter, actually, and I wore it quite a bit during that time. I mean, it's fantastic. Boozy, cinnamon, apple pie. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. It's amazing. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. Arabia Prestige. I don't know what you guys got going on over there, but y'all doing it right. Get on board and get gone. And if you ain't know, now you know, whatever you want to say. But this and that are my 2 cents. Because this is Bub's 2 cents. Peace out, y'all. Appreciate it.